call to order.
Good afternoon, everybody. Before we get started, can anybody in the audience offer us a prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Okay. Everybody stand and give me pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the agenda?
Mayor, would you like me to
Oh.
do roll call?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, please.
Okay. Counselor Beverly Michael.
Present.
Counselor George Garcia.
Here.
I forgot the mayor first. Mayor Eric Garcia.
Here.
And Counselor Fred Olarte.
Present.
Can I get approval of the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Discussion of compliance of the city charter, public comment. Anybody want to talk about that?
We had no citizens to sign in to address the council.
Thank you, Fran. Okay, discussion items. Discussion of appointee of City Grants Council Zach Gutierrez as City Councilor, District 1. Zach Gutierrez, he's one of my good friends that I grew up with. We grew up in a time where Grants was pretty fun in the 80s and 90s. And through his father's teaching and coaching, you know, Grants was pretty great. And somewhere along the line, it seemed like Grants didn't really, it just stopped, like maybe some economics or growing. And, you know, as Zach and I were growing up, you know, we were always talking about that it would be fun to get into some kind of political position, whether it was the city or the county. And we always joked around, and he said it would be fun to get into it, but you know, he remembered his dad was always you know, going out because he was a school board president. He did a lot for the community. And at the time, I believe, Zach, we talked about this, that he didn't understand why he was doing that so much. As a father, you would want your father to be home. And now that I see this with my kids, we both talked about it, and we get it. We put in the effort to make this town great because, one, we love our kids. And when we love our kids, you make all the other kids your kids in the community, and you want the community to be better for them. So Zach gets that now, and he is the assistant principal at Los Alamitos School. He holds 2 master's degrees. His leadership in the school system is it's phenomenal. He really is taking the kids and being a role model to them. So at the end of the day, I've said this before, if we build our community for our children, economics will come. And I believe that Zach would be the perfect person to fill in my shoes on District 1. I have any? Mr. Rodarte?
He's not here today. So we can ask him questions.
Yeah.
No, well, didn't you get his,
I got his resume.
okay, well, did you call him?
I looked it over, but I haven't.
Did you call him?
No. I had the opportunity to sit down with him. I made an appointment, and I know he's at the school right now, doing his job. That's the only concern I had. Would he be able to balance both, which he said? Because I prefer to do things face-to-face. So we had a good half an hour talk, about his goals, where he comes from. I looked at his resume, it's pretty impressive, his classes and everything else. The organizations he's part of, the community service he's done. So, I was satisfied with the interview I had with him. Yes, Michael.
I have not spoken with him. I did read his resume. I did like the fact that he's worked as an educator, that he has, as the assistant principal, worked as a disciplinarian. I did also like the fact that he follows the restorative process in working with youth, which shows compassion and shows something that's a good effort. I was also expecting that he'd be here today and we could ask a few questions. So that's why I didn't make an arrangement to meet with him in person. I do know him, who he is, his family. He was raised right around the block from where I live. So, yeah, I just had expected maybe he'd be here. Are we going to take a vote on his appointment today, or?
No,
Okay.
no, just discussion.
So that will give us more time then,
Right.
like for Fred and I then to speak with
Oh, yeah.
him direct.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. So you got,
Yeah.
you have to city compliance, you have 7 days, and then it'll be on the agenda on the next one.
Okay,
But you guys can, you can call him.
yeah.
But I would encourage you to visit with him face to face.
Excuse me, Mayor. So well, obviously, Mr. Relarte, he's got the opportunity to call him
Oh, yeah.
during the next few days and converse with him, whatever you like. I'd like to welcome the new counselors, Beverly and George. Welcome to the council. I was going to say, I had anticipated him being here, but I guess he wasn't able to make it for his job. Today is what I'm thinking. I'm sure that happened.
Was he aware this was going to happen today?
I think we might have got our wires crossed. I think he was gonna, this was just a discussion item for you guys, and then I was assuming that it was gonna be, you guys were gonna have his opportunity to call him for the next 7 days, and then he was gonna speak on the next one after.
You referenced his dad?
Tom Gutierrez.
Tom Gutierrez, okay. I wanted to say his name. That way the
I'm sorry.
viewers all knew who he was. He was a leader for many years in the community.
Well, I'd just like to say for the record that when Ron ran for mayor, he appointed me as the one to fill his shoes, to fill his seat. And Ron asked me at that time, he says, Fred, he says, I would encourage you to call all the counselors, talk to them. In other words, he wanted me to reach out to them instead of them reaching out to me. He says, talk to them, call them, and talk to them. And which I did. I called all 3 counselors that were there at the time. Mr. Michael Ulibarri, Ruben Aranda, and Eugene Green. I spoke to them and I asked for their support. And 2 of them gave me their support, 1 of them did not. And I was appointed. And 20 years later, anyway, just say that for the record.
Okay. Councilwoman Michaels, do you have any comments?
No further comments.
Councilman Garcia?
I just want to say, as we go through this process, work out the bumps in the road with the new council, get to know each other, I'm sure it'll be a lot smoother, but I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Rodarte?
No further comments.
Donald?
No comment.
Okay, well, I'll call this meeting to end at 12:19. Get a motion for that?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Have a good day.